If there was ever something to make great again, it's quality. Quality is dropping everywhere. Everybody's just trying to scam you. Everyone just wants your money and they want your money. And in return, they give you half-assed product, half-assed quality, half-assed outcomes. And that's why I'm such a big fan of standards and good work. And now I find myself watching social media with all these people doing fantastic work. They do fantastic jobs. Like this guy named Parker's Mobile on social media. He goes around, he fixes people's vehicles for free, and I love it so much. And I love it because he always finds out what the problem is, and he fixes it so efficiently, which makes me like, dude, can this dude please teach mechanics across America? Because I remember my early 30s, especially having car issues and just mechanics scratching their head, even going to these mechanic places that had the best reviews, and them being like, and you never can feel confident that they're not lying to you. You never feel confident that they're not just trying to upsell you. If you find a good, honest mechanic, hold on to them tight and never let them go. Like, love them forever. And what's so funny about this dishonesty with mechanics is, dude, if you are a fantastic mechanic, I'm giving you all of my money. If somebody told me, hey, there's this mechanic named James, and he's excellent, and every year we all pool some money for him, we just throw $100 in the bucket, I would do that. That's how much I want and need quality. Quality equals removal of stress. Quality equals alleviation of stress. And so why would I not pay for that? But we got it twisted. Instead, now it's like, just give me me money, and I'm gonna give you this half-ass outcome. And I don't feel there's enough rage about it. I don't feel that there's enough discussion about it. And I don't feel there's enough exalting of people like Parker's Mobile. Parker's Mobile, he's super popular, and you might have even seen his videos. And so it's not as if people aren't popularizing it, but I would argue they need to be more popular than virtually every celebrity in this day and age, right now in 2026 moving forward, because quality and standards are dropping, because people just want your money. You see scams going up, you see fraud going up. It's just all a bunch of nonsense. So what I would love is to champion, there's a dude that picks up litter in England or London or whatever, somewhere in the UK. He goes around with a trash can. It's called like litter rubbish or something. And people are like, oh, he's like, oh, thank you, Mike. And he's just picking shit up. I want that person to be famous. I want that person to be a millionaire. I want the people that are really making the world a better place to truly be exalted. Obviously, when it comes to good doctors, like the good nurses, I want them exalted. Good doctors, I want them exalted. Good lawyers, I want them exalted. People that are really doing good work, because it's not about the position. That's what I always hated. I've always hated this notion that it's impressive just to have a title in and of itself. I don't know how much more life experience one needs before they find out that a title means absolutely nothing if there's not competence behind it. And obviously there's some kind of form of competence for you to get that position in the first place. But a lot of times the kind of competence for one to get that position in the first place doesn't necessarily transfer to all of the work required of them. And so a lot of times people just get the title, get the position, and they take it easy. And listen, I get it, man. It's all so hard. But in this age, in this social economic time when prices are going to continue to go up, where our political system and is in turmoil, our governmental system is in turmoil, people are not being honest, people are not being reasonable, people just want to get over more than ever. Let's celebrate people that actually care. Let's celebrate people that are actually contributing. Let's celebrate people that are actually doing good for everyday people. When somebody goes into a store and pays for everybody groceries and record it, I've seen comments before saying things like, oh yeah, you gotta record it. Please record it. I wanna see that. I get off on it. The Schadenfreude is the term for taking pleasure in another person's misfortune. I'm experiencing the opposite of that. I'm taking pleasure in this individual, this everyday person's fortune because I know it is. I remember what it was like to be like, damn, I really could use $100. I remember that feeling, and I remember how stressful it was living like that. And so my point is, it is a beautiful thing. I remember how meaningful and how beneficial it was just to even get an extra $100. So if somebody's going into a grocery store and is paying for somebody's groceries, even if those groceries was just like $80, that is profoundly meaningful for that person oftentimes, especially for the average American in this day and age. That is something that please record it all day, because what people are sleeping on is they think that like let's say it's somebody named James doing that recording. I don't look at James. I'm like, oh, James, I love you. I love you. I'm looking at James doing that, and I'm just like, I just love the scenario. I don't care who's doing it. I'm not worshiping somebody doing like Parker's Mobile. I'm not worshiping Parker Mobile for fixing these people's car, but I really appreciate him, and he deserves, and he's earning money, he's earning credit, he's earning being exalted, being popularized, because he's really helping people out. If you're helping people out, even if you have some kind of intention to be like, this is going to make me popular, I don't care, because you're helping people. The outcome doesn't change. That person's groceries have still been paid for. That person's groceries have still been paid for. That person's car has still been fixed. But by the way, that's just cynical people, because obviously, dude, like I totally relate. I know that it's totally possible for someone to really get off on helping people, because I feel that way. I'm super charitable when I can be, and I get off on being charitable. And if I was a millionaire, I would absolutely be paying for people's groceries randomly, and I would be doing all kinds of things for people, because people are so cynical, and people have such toxic people in their lives and have such awful experiences that they assume that nobody really wants to help. But at a selfish level, it makes me feel good to make somebody else feel good. And there's a lot of people like that. And these kinds of people need all the credit, all the money. They deserve it more than all these other people that ain't doing nothing for nobody. These celebrities that are just mannequins, ain't doing nothing for nobody. I appreciate the Parker Mobiles of the world. I appreciate the dude just picking up the litter. I appreciate people who are just out there feeding the homeless or helping the average person out, just being like randomly popping up and saying, let me pay your rent. I appreciate all those people. Those people are the true heroes. Those people are the true celebrities. And that's how I feel.